It's really quiet down here. Don't know how I feel about this. Well, hello everyone. Yes, it's me, I'm back. It's kind of lame introduction there, but we'll go with it. So for this video today, we're gonna be doing a kind of like a thing I've seen a lot on YouTube lately, are storytime videos. I can't talk. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of storytime videos lately on YouTube, and lots of them are actually really entertaining, whether they are real or not, but I'm pretty sure most of them are real to the most part, you know? And you know, they're just really entertaining. I know that at least through my life, there's been a lot of crazy things that happen. So for this storytime video, I've decided to share the story of my first time going to a haunted house. Wow, fun. So let's see, where do I start? So imagine me, 10-year-old Eileen, all right? A little bit chubbier, a little bit stouter, and God, do I get scared very easily. So like, the thing is, we've planned going to this haunted house way earlier in the year before Halloween. Like we started planning it like in the summer, you know? And so like as a kid, like I was like super duper pumped up. I was like, oh yeah, I can do it, you know? Nothing scares me. Nothing scares me. It's on super fun, I'm so up for it. And then we actually get there, right? What happens is my little sister we leave her with one of our family members, I believe Kristen's mom. And because of course we're not gonna take a 4-year-old to a haunted house like that, you know? And so we head over there. I'm kind of excited, but I'm also getting like those weird butterflies in my stomach, you know? So we're driving over there, and then we see all these people around. And then we see all those like people around and everything in a crowd. And the thing is, this haunted house is kind of like in the park in our neighborhood, you know? And the thing is, like, it might be small, but it's apparently like it was super duper scary. It was run by like the police and everything, and so like, you know, it was a lot better than most people would think if they were to just look at it, you know? And so knowing that in mind, my mind literally exploded when we got there, because that's like when in my mind I was like, we're doing this. So imagine a very chubby little kid, right? 10-year-old Eileen. Imagine like a 10-year-old Eileen, right? And I'm with my dad, and then his fiance, which is Kristen. You've seen her in here. She's my partner on this channel. And so we're all going over there, and we're all excited. Of course, like my dad and Kristen are talking, and they're really excited. And then there's me in the background, and as we get closer, I get surprisingly like more quiet, because that's when I started realizing that I'm going to be going into my impending doom. Yeah, it's fun. So like, the thing is, I was kind of fine waiting in line, and you know, like, it was a classic horror, like you know, scary haunted house scenario. Like we're waiting in line, and then they have some people in costumes walking around. And of course, there's the classic people who just completely overreact. Like this, remember this Grim Reaper guy? He was there, and he was like just scaring this one girl. Like literally, he would just stand there, and then she would turn around, and then she would act like she'd had a heart attack. And so you just see me like, boy, like. Those kind of people, the over-exaggerators, I like to call them. And so we're getting there, and then it doesn't start till I believe like 9 or 10, and we were waiting there for like 15-20 minutes, you know, in line. And so once they start letting people in, you see me from like, you know, I'm kind of all right, you know, like I'm still smiling, I'm still talking, to like, oh God. And as we're getting closer and closer, you just like see my entire face like pale. It was terrible. And then, you know, it gets better. It gets a lot better, because you know what? When we were next and we were about to get in, and they were about to like admit us in, you know what every rational 10-year-old would do in that situation? They would run. And that's what I did. I ran almost all the way across the parking lot. And I was starting to have tears in my eyes because I was crying and I was begging for my dad not to let me in there. And my dad is getting super duper angry because he's like over there, he's like, I spent $5 on you to get this ticket and you don't want to go in? No, you gotta go in now. And I'm just over there crying like, no, don't take me. But at some point they do manage to force me back in there. And so like my mindset at the time, like I was completely frozen in fear. My hands were shaking. Like I was ready to die. I thought I had so much more in my life, but no, I was like, nope, this is my time. Gotta go. And so we head in, and my survival strategy for this is to, for the entire time in the haunted house, hide my face in my dad's back, because I had the mentality at the time that if I do not see it, it is not there. So like I'm just hearing these horrific screams and people jumping out and like the creatures and all this and all their props, and I'm over there like, it's not real, because you know what? I can't see it. And like it was a ride. Alright, and then like apparently like I really literally do not look once. I'm really just staring at the ground. At some point I end up feeling like a little midget in the corner with like a foam knife. And he's like I just hear him giggling, and then like he's hitting people in the legs and he hits me and I almost trip. And then like apparently I guess like I didn't look once in the haunted house basically until the very end. And when I did, I see like this huge like 6-foot statue of Jason. And like, you should have seen my eyes. They got as big as saucers. I was like, no! And that was the only thing I basically saw. And it wasn't even a real person. It was just a statue. And then we exit. And so as we get into the car, I'm over there. I'm just like, you know what? That wasn't that bad. Even though I didn't see anything, it wasn't that bad. Of course it wasn't. I didn't look. But basically, and the most horrific part of that night was basically when I'm over there, I'm like, oh yeah, it was fun, you know? Yeah, I didn't see anything, but hey. And Kristen comes and she's like, yeah, everyone was targeting you. I'm surprised you made it. And I was like, what? Excuse me? When were you gonna tell me this? And like, I was like so shocked. I was like, what did you see? Because I didn't see anything. And so apparently, I guess everyone was after me. People were the actors were following behind me, and they were trying to get me to look up. And apparently, it even got as far as some lady whispering in my ear for half of the haunted house, whispering how like she was gonna like take me away, and how like she couldn't wait to chop me up and have me for dinner. And I was like, okay. So yeah, that was a huge ride. And then basically the night ended with us getting chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and you know, happily ever after. Yay! So yeah, that was my story time of the first time I ever got into a haunted house. Age 10, survivor. And yeah, so that's the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you like videos like this. We're gonna try and do a little bit more story time videos, and I know soon we're gonna be going on vacation, so you guys get to look forward to more like cool videos and all that stuff, as well as like extra cool content on our Instagram, which is @spoops_ek. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!